Fury Road.
Fury.
I like Fury Road.
You gotta throw Fury.
I think it was pretty badass.
I think it's just Fury. That's the tank one. Fury Road is the Mad Max.
That's a chick flick, right? Okay.
No, Mad Max. No, there's a chick in the flick. Yes. Oh.
The new Max. That is kind of like a.
She's a.
It's like a majority female cast. That's why it's a chick flick.
But yes, Fury, the tank movie. Of course, he was in
Inglourious Basterds.
Inglourious Basterds is one of my favorite movies. I love Inglourious Basterds. Of course, Once Upon a Time. Once Upon a Time.
Brad Pitt movies has always been Oceans. So
I mean, he was good in Oceans. I think Oceans before this. No, he did Oceans after this.
Benjamin Button.
He did Oceans after this. After Troy, he did Oceans after Troy.
I mean, he was doing some serious movies before that. Meet Joe Black.
When did Troy come out?
He did. Troy came out in like 2004.
It's not like he was.
Oceans 11 came out in 2001, I believe.
No. Let me see.
A little later than that.
Yeah, I think so. But he was also in, of course, Once Upon a Time that just came out this past year, which was actually after I understood what was happening in the movie. Even when I didn't understand what was happening in the movie, he was still really good in it. Him and Leonardo DiCaprio are friggin' great together.
2001. Ocean's 11.
So he did Oceans 2, then it was after Troy.
Yeah.
So, but he did. He made a lot of really good movies.
Deadpool 2.
What was it?
He's in Deadpool 2.
That wasn't a great movie, but Zazie Beetz was in that movie. Yes, he is. He's the invisible guy. You only see him that quick second when he gets electrocuted. But in Zazie Beetz,
it's so funny how they put some of these high profile actors in these movies. Like what's his name was in
nowadays you can do that though.
Matt Damon was in was what Thor?
Was it Thor Ragnarok?
Yeah,
he was. Yeah, you can do that nowadays.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
He was.
Yeah. So remember Thor was posing as Odin. And he had the actor that was playing him.
Yeah,
it was fantastic.
It was pretty, and it was actually pretty funny
it was
too.
Very funny.
It was pretty funny.
See him in that Macbeth.
That was like one of the few good things about that movie. Because I didn't not like Thor Ragnarok very much, but yeah. So Brad Pitt kind of broke my heart with that because I love Troy, and I think it's one of the badass movies that has ever been made. I wanted to be Achilles. Like, I wanted to go fight a bunch of people and win. Yeah, so I don't know, man. These guys have weird thoughts about their own projects, like that people love, because people love Troy. I've never really heard anyone have anything negative to say about Troy.
I mean, I get it. I've heard of different musicians that won't go listen to their old catalog just because they feel like they've evolved from that person that they did that stuff before.
Evolved. You were playing a character. Anyway, don't evolve. Don't evolve on me when you're doing something that dope. But so yeah. Brad Pitt, don't break my heart.
There's levels to this.
I'm gonna need him to level down. Birds of Prey lands an R rating, so there's gonna be some cuss words and a lot of violence. And partial nudity. Hey,
I'm just guessing.
He's just guessing, and we're not for it, and we are for it.
JK.
Hey, all I know is
bleep that part out. I shouldn't be talking about this stuff.
Yeah. You shouldn't say that. But yeah,
I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, I wasn't really a fan of the movie to begin with, so I don't know how I feel about it.
How are you not a fan? It hasn't came out yet.
I mean, just the idea of the movie.
Oh, I don't know. I'm for, women's empowerment and all that stuff.
So here's the thing, right? So like,
I know that's a trigger for you. That's why I love it. I know that's a trigger for you. Like tick 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 tick.
I'm about.
Tell us what you're about.
Let me not even like.
you want to just leave it there?
I subscribe to something because
I
really
don't even know
what. Huh?
Do you want to just leave it there? Like,
no, I don't. I'm going to finish my thought.
All right. Suicide coming. Go ahead.
Nah, I don't know what women empowerment is, but I respect it. I just don't like it when they crowbar women into movies just for the sake of it. I feel like it does like if I was a woman, I would be upset. You know, like if they were just doing male versions of movies just for the heck of it,
right?
You know,
no, that makes sense.
I get you.
Don't make
Ocean's
Thor.
8.
Don't make Ocean's 8. Don't make all female Ghostbusters. Like that was so. That's so corny, man.
That's definitely corny.
You know, the most alpha person in the original Ghostbusters was Bill Murray, and even when he was taking out ghosts, he was kind of like, you know, he had to turn his head a little bit because it was so weird. Now you just got these chicks and they're like, yeah, they're just sucking up ghosts and they're just badass and it just, I don't know, it just doesn't.
It's like you said, it's not the fact that the women are there. It's just that like when, in my opinion, like I said, I don't know. Like I'm sure they'll people will kill me for that, but like in my opinion, like people's empowerment. Like okay, so obviously if you can see us, you might not be able to tell from our voices, but we're all black men. Like I don't have to have, you know, a superhero that you already have be a black guy all of a sudden. Like if it happens organically,
me
fine.
Being black is incidental to who I am.
Right, like it's perfectly fine. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, you kill off Cap, you kill off Steve Rogers. All right, well, there's got to be another Cap.
Camera's dead.
But our camera died. It's all right. We'll keep going.
Didn't want to see myself anyway.
But you have another Cap, you know, and it can organically be someone else. That's perfectly fine. But don't be like, we're gonna retcon the whole thing and make them something else that they never been. Because I don't think that's necessary, especially in today's society.
When you start crowbarring just for the sake of it, like trying to fit a round peg into a square hole, and not to say these characters and roles can be reimagined in a new, refreshing way, but
right.
I mean, it's art, guys. Like let's make it good.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Let's make it good.
Which is interesting because Elizabeth Banks came out a couple of weeks ago and was like, "Yo, the only reason why Charlie's Angels didn't do good is because it's a misogynistic world, and guys don't."
No, it's because women. In your trailer you shoot on guys. Come on, man.
That's not a good selling point.
Yeah. Like that doesn't persuade me to come see your movie.
Well, the fact that
and it looked
seen Charlie's Angels a couple times, and it didn't need to be rebooted.
And not even that. I'm sorry, but the trailer just didn't look good.
Guys, why? Let's be frank.
The trailer did not look good.
Why did we go see Charlie's Angels the first time around?
Because the women.
Thank you, Cameron Diaz,
and they knew that.
Drew Barrymore.
Thank you. Let's get back to that.
Let's get back to that.
What's wrong with putting beautiful women on the camera and let's have?
We can't have. Our producer said we can't have that.
We can't celebrate women that way as well.
This is why This is why we have to have women on the show. Look. Here's the thing. Because what I'll say is I've seen the women. Now I don't find Kristen Stewart to be very attractive. I don't think she's ugly, but I don't think she's attractive in that way. But the other two ladies are very attractive.
They had her looking like a hardcore.
Who's the other two?
Of course she did.
The one lady is from Aladdin.
Haircut.
Oh,
the one lady's from Aladdin. She's not bad. She's gorgeous. What are you talking about? She's beautiful. Now maybe you don't like her movies, but she herself is gorgeous. And I'm not sure of the
They could have picked a better Jasmine, if I'm being honest.
They could have. They sure could have. They could have.
She wasn't all that.
Hey, listen, I agree. I think after this movie bombs,
she's pretty, but
I think after this movie bombs, we might see her in less roles. Like they were trying to prop her up.
She's had
Power Rangers failed.
Yeah.
And I liked Power Rangers.
And I thought
it was entertaining.
I like Power Rangers too, except for the
best part of the movie. Like she was just there. She didn't steal any scenes. Like she's just there. So this is strike 3 for her.
Yeah, I mean it could be, but the bigger point being is that Elizabeth Banks thinks that the reason why this movie failed is because guys don't like seeing women in these roles. And of course, obviously, she's wrong because people went and saw Wonder Woman. People went and saw Atomic Blonde. People went and saw. They're gonna go see Black Widow. They're gonna go see. I saw something today that was pretty dope. I can't remember what it was, but I'm not making my point with that. But
it doesn't
there was a movie.
It does a disservice when women like that, like Elizabeth Banks, come out and say, "Oh, guys don't come out and see female."
But you know what though? I'm noticing a difference, though, as I'm saying these movies that people do go out to
because we've gone and seen them when they're good.
Right, but here's the thing. As opposed to what she did with that trailer, I want people to go back and look at that trailer and what she did with these women in these trailers. And then I want you to go watch Atomic Blonde's trailer. These aren't the same. They don't treat these women the same in these trailers. Atomic Blonde, she looks like a badass who can handle anybody. It's not cheeky boot BS. We're gonna smack ourselves on the butt and guys are trash.
She didn't have on no makeup.
Right.
She didn't do her hair. She went in there and she looked like she was ready to get it in.
Even
what did you say?
I said she didn't have on any makeup.
What did you say? How did you say her name?
Charlize Theron.
Is it Theron?
This is well, you say Henry Cavill, so
Cavill?
It is Henry Cavill.
no, it's not. It's Cavill.
It's I don't know.
Listen to him say his own name. I listen to it. He says it on Google.
Is it Cavill?
It's Cavill. He says his own name, Cavill. Yeah, you're wrong. Our producer is over here trying to tell you. I've been wanting to tell you that for months, but you know now it's the perfect time to tell you that. I'm listening to you for months saying
Considering the fact iTunes and Google and iHeart. Now we have fans all over the world that's going to hear it.
But anyway, yes, I just think that the way that Elizabeth Banks decided to have this, have that trailer come out, and the way she treated the women in that trailer was just not very fun. It's not very entertaining. It's like, haha, we're women and we're cool. No, like show them doing something badass, and we will go and see it.
It was the line the dude had, and it was so just so cliche and set up like, oh, you're a girl, you're not supposed to be able to do that.
We're still doing that in 2020. Who says that? Right? Who says that? You're a girl.
Yeah. So that was turned off, and after that,
Elizabeth Banks supposed to be the Bosley, and this like she
plays
herself as Bosley.
I don't know if she plays Bosley.
I thought you don't see Bosley in Charlie's Angels. I thought that was the thing.
Or the
Rendezvous to Bosley. I have no clue.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, it's not Bosley.
Bosley's
I can't think of the character.
And I've liked Elizabeth Banks and other stuff, actually. I thought she was great when she got killed in Brightburn. But anyway, I'm just like, I like Elizabeth Banks.
Power Rangers. She was
a good Rita.
She was.
I liked her as Rita.
She was a very good Rita.
A lot.
She was in Hunger Games. Yeah,
she was in Hunger. That's right. She was in Hunger Games. She's been in a lot of stuff. Like, it's Elizabeth Banks. But yeah, that's that is what it is. How do we get on that R rating? Yeah, there you go.
Oh yeah.
Like I said,
Birds of Prey.
I'm still a fan of that.
It's a DC movie with women in it,
but it's going to be the first DCEU movie with an R rating.
Yeah,
I guess that's supposed to be a big deal. So
it was supposed to be. What's it called though? It was supposed to be. What was the Suicide Squad? It was supposed to be Suicide Squad till they made it into a hot mess.
I'm so happy like that Joker came out and did what it did, because it's giving these studios balls. It's like we know that R ratings can work. Let's make
I would give it to Joker, or not Joker, but
I know you're gonna say Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah. Ryan Reynolds, but
you have Blade. It had 3 Blade movies that were R rated before that.
Well, okay.
But Blade was dope. Except for the one with Ryan Reynolds in it.
You had an R-rated Punisher movie that came out before that,
which was dope.
So it's not like it hasn't been done before. It's just that for whatever reason, when Disney came out, well, not Disney, but when Marvel came out with their MCU at first, it was just like, you know what, they all have to be PG-13 at this point, and so it's not necessarily the case.
Yeah,
so only on the fringes of the superhero universe have those movies been R-rated. So Blade is not mainstream.
Exactly.
Deadpool is not mainstream.
Right.
But now we're talking, DC is pushing out, these are its first, pieces, in this big narrative that they're trying to build, and to push out one of those pieces as an R-rated film is, that's a ballsy step, and I think Joker just like proved the point. Like, look, guys, like you don't have to cut all this shit out on the cutting room floor. Like, leave it in there. Let the
Joker was a one-off.
But the thing about that is that I think, to your point though, is that the Joker allowed them to say, you know what, instead of trying to make a dark PG-13 movie, like, let's just make a dark R-rated movie and just go in.
A dark PG.
Because it's kind of like, oh, I'm gonna punch you. There's no blood on your face.
Yeah.
After I punched you 10 times in your nose.
Right.
Because that's not how noses work at all.
Yeah.
They don't break. You ever
There's no blood either.
Yeah, you never been punching your face. But no, I think Joker does give them DC to say, you know what? Let's make this Batman, if we're gonna make it an R-rated movie, because they might. Let's go in, because he's a gritty character.
Disney.
He beats people to a pulp.
Disney, guess what? I'm still taking my kid.
Oh, for sure. Like, duh. Langston, my son is 8 months old. Please believe he'll be in there
My kids are coming, guys.
watching Batman beat ass.
Make it for dad. Make it for dad. I bring these stinking kids in here.
Hey man, I got to go watch Blade
Make it
all
for
right,
me.
as a kid, and look at me now. So anyway,
Next topic.
50 Cent